Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would go over some of the products that I was loving in the month of February. I just did this look. I am going to be posting it on my Instagram if you guys are interested. I'll leave the handle down below. I guess we can start with some skincare items that I have been using quite frequently and it's on rotation. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I thought we would start off with this serum. It's almost empty. I use this literally every single day. This is an oil-based serum. It smells divine. It smells like a spa scent of rose. So if you're not really into rose type scents, I'm not sure you're gonna like this. I'll use this on my face, on my chest. I use this day, night, my face, my neck. I just lather in this. I always have a backup on hand just because I am obsessed with it. Moving on, this is kind of like a combo deal. Obviously, you can use this separately, but again, I do use this in conjunction, kind of together. The only difference or anything that would change would be the moisturizer. During the day, I don't mix with the oil. The oil I like going in with at night. So for example, tonight when I take off this makeup, I would be putting the serum on first, letting that set and sink into the skin. Then I would go in with this Ole Henriksen Hydra Barrier Nourishing Face Oil. It's fabulous. It doesn't leave such a heavy residue, but in the morning, you will wake up and your skin will look like it took a nice drink of water. And then Ole Henriksen, and it is their Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. I have made quite a dent in this already, and it is my second one. I already have a backup on hand. I can't see myself ever using anything but this little combo for nighttime. This is a collagen snip, but this is from Kosas, and I use this primarily before makeup. So after my skincare, I like to go in with this before I put on my primer. I can't tell you what it is about this that just makes the makeup lay on the skin so much nicer, but it really does. I think that it's made a tremendous difference in how liquid foundations lay on my skin and powder foundations primarily, because my skin after having children did tend to lean more towards combination dry. Let's just move straight onto foundation next. I think one is going to be completely on the opposite spectrum of the other. Number one, my True Love works on pretty much anyone. You can have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin. You can have acne prone skin. You can have mature skin. It's really customizable. And I'm talking about the L'Oreal True Match. Again, something that I used to have in my freelance kit when I first started, and I just found that this was universally flattering on so many people. Now this one does have a hefty price tag, but for a good reason, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. This is just such a nice overall foundation for a special occasion, a night out. It does have a little bit fuller coverage off the bat, medium to full, but it is buildable. Glass, man, Hourglass just does complexion right. Just for reference, mine is, this one is in the shade 10.5, and in the L'Oreal True Match, I'm N5. So for concealer, I'm gonna be mentioning two. Again, one is slightly more natural, the other one is more so full coverage. And then I also want to give a huge shout out to e.l.f. for the corrector that they just recently launched. Peach, I have orange, and I have the blue. I used a little bit of the blue today to correct my Pat McGrath foundation, because this one is a little bit yellow on me. So the blue corrector really just balanced that yellow out and made it more of a neutral. Okay, so the first concealer I want to talk about is the LYS Triple Fix full coverage brightening concealer. I wouldn't say this is full coverage at all. I would say this is medium coverage at most. At first when I tried this, I didn't like it, but I think it was because of the brush that I was using to apply it. This one would best apply patting it with my finger underneath my eye to give me that nice flawless coverage. And again, I think this is a great one for during the day. You can certainly use it at night, but I'm just saying for the coverage that you're getting with this concealer, it's really nice for during the day. Now, for a more full coverage, more nighttime appropriate concealer or a special occasion concealer, I really like the Huda Beauty concealer. I think this is such a nice finish. I can use my finger to tap it out. I can use a brush. It will never lift. I have had 0 issues with this. For reference, in the LYS, my color is MP3. And in the Huda Beauty full filter, I am in Cookie Dough. Again, absolutely love this concealer. It's such a nice finish, honestly. For definitely more of the bronzing, yummy color, I love this LYS bronzing stick, and this is in Harmony. You just have to be so careful with this. Why? Because it is crazy pigmented and it just glides so effortlessly on your face that you will overdo it. Will apply way too much. So my suggestion would be grabbing a little brush, a small brush, dabbing it into the product, and then putting it on your face. Not going straight into your face with the stick. That is something to look out for. With this product, you just need to be very careful when placing it on your face, because a little goes a long way with that one. Probably, I don't reach for this enough, but I did reach for it a lot last month, and it is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream, and mine is in the shade Laguna 03. Like, I have used this a lot and not making any dents in there, really. I mean, this is very reminiscent to me of the Chanel cream bronzer. It just, you can use that for years and you're never gonna see it going down. So yeah, just know that this product is so effortless to use. You can do this and it is going to put the most beautiful color on your skin. The way that the product deposits and really just blends out is truly special. This formula is very, very special. Goodness, was this not the year of cream blushes? I feel like every brand went absolutely crazy and just started coming out with blushes, and it was absolutely wild. Before that, the one that I was using the most is this Tower 28 Magic Hour. This is such a pretty everyday color. I think you can wear this underneath. I mean, I have gone to town, honestly. I use this almost every single day. Almost every single day. This formulation is so hydrating and the color payoff is incredible. And what I like about this shade in particular is that you can wear this underneath and lay any blush on top and it's going to be beautiful. You can wear this on its own. You can wear this with no makeup, with foundation, with no foundation. You can literally just do your skincare and throw a little bit of this on just to give you that rosy kind of color. And it is perfect. It is not too much. It is not too little. I love this color. The formulation that I really like is this from Refy. But this is the shade. This one is a little bit darker than that Tower 28 one. I can swatch it. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna swatch both. This is a little bit more mauvey, more rosy, and it's definitely thicker. It's not as thin as the Tower 28 one. You put it on your skin, you're going to see just like that gorgeous, like you can see this one's definitely darker. This one is a little bit lighter and just doesn't pack as much of a punch as this one. This one for the price point is not bad, and like I said, because it's so pigmented, you don't need a lot of it, so it really just makes sense, and you really do get your money's worth off of this one. So last but not least, I was blown away when I opened this from Danessa Myricks and used it on my face for the first time. The amount of pigment in this blush, the color is gorgeous, and I'm going to absolutely use the living out of this during spring and summer. It is so flattering, and we're not gonna live here very long. I'm just gonna say, duh, okay? This has been a game changer. I just love this because I think that Makeup Forever will not constantly come out with launches, but when they do launch something, they launch something with so much quality and just artistry in mind. And I just love that something so simple like a powder foundation like this can work for so many people across the board, so quick, out the door, fast, that I think a lot of people are gonna gravitate towards this, and I would pick this up. If you wear minimal amount of makeup or a lot of makeup, because you can set a full face of foundation with this and it's not gonna look overpowering or cakey, or you can use this solo like I do on most days with my SPF and my skincare underneath, and then this is just gonna give you the most airbrush finish to your skin. It's fantastic, and other powders lay really nicely on top of it. And for bronzer, powder bronzer, the one that I was reaching for the most is undoubtedly this Gucci bronzer right here. This is in the shade 3, and I have had this for not too long, and I've done damage to this. I think that the color is so pretty on my skin. I haven't met a bronzer that I don't love, honestly. It has to be quite terrible, or oh no, wait, I lied. I hated the Mario one. It's so glittery. This one, this, I hated this. I hated this so much for me, but I even made it work when I was on vacation. So there's that. It's expensive, but it is worth it. This is a repurchase. No matter how expensive it is, in my opinion, I'm grabbing it, and the packaging is just to die. Fairly new launch, but again, if I was wearing blush, I found myself reaching for this blush since I got it all the time, and it is the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blur Blush in Velvet Crush. Say that 3 times fast. This is another one like the Tower 28 that you can, I layered this on top. It was gonna work. The color is just so pretty, and I do genuinely see that blurring effect happening. Most of the time we'll layer our blush more so on the apples or a little bit farther back. You're gonna notice that it's gonna give you such an airbrush kind of look to your skin, and the color is just, it's gorgeous. I mean, you can see it right there. Everyone went crazy for that cool tone pink one. Even on my hand, it's like, it's so soft. Everyone went crazy on this line for the baby doll pink one. It's just not my journey, those baby doll pinks, just because I find that they're not so flattering on my skin tone. But to each their own, and if you're very fair, I'm sure it looks gorgeous on you. I think after Rare Beauty dropped their highlights, the world was a little mad again for highlighting. And I'm noticing that companies are coming out with highlights. Just picked up the Caliray Highlight Beach Glow or Beach Gleaming Hybrid Feels highlighter, and I used it today, and I really like it because it's nice, packs a punch, but it's not exaggerated. What is exaggerated, and I love it, is this Dior Quad. This is the Dior Backstage Universal Glow Face Palette, And it has two highlights down here. We have strobe gold and strobe white. You have a blush that has sheen, and you have the bronzer that also has kind of like a highlighty sheen to it. So these two I would use as toppers. I would never use this individually by itself. And these two will be my highlight. And they are gorgeous, ma'am. They're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. The palette I think that I have used to death since I got it has been this Ethereal Eyes palette by Makeup by Mario. As you can see, it is gross. I use this all the time. I love the textural finish of the shimmers. The mattes in here pack a punch. They are super blendable. They go on very, very smooth to the eye. The only complaint I would have with this particular palette is really that we didn't get much depth. The fact that this is the darkest shade is not going to make it very user-friendly for anybody darker than my skin tone, and you really don't have that kind of darker gray or a black to give you that definition, that depth that you kind of want with your eyes. So that's my only complaint about this. I wish that he would have given us a little bit more variety and a black. So I don't know if this is available anymore, but I'm mentioning it because I have used it so much in the last few months, and it's the Il Makiage with Kathleen Lights Disco Fox palette. The reason why I like this palette so much is because of the more cooler tones that she gave us on this palette. And then I like that you have your more neutral shimmers, and then you have your more playful, colorful shimmers in here. I think that this is a very well balanced palette. This palette, you can get a very escalated look or a very soft, everyday, put on maybe one color all over your lid and you're out the door with a little bit of shimmer maybe on the inner corners and you're done. So I think they did a very, very nice job in this collaboration, and I'm really, really sorry if it's unavailable, but I really like it. These three lip liners that are currently my favorite. This is the Buxom High Def Honey. I love that this one is slightly more cool tone. I love that they gave us a brush on the other side. I just broke that. Has a little brush so that you can go ahead and blend it into whatever lipstick that you are wearing. The Sandy Bay from Huda. This one is a little lighter, also keeping into that neutral nude color, not too warm. And last but not least is my cool tone one that I love giving my lip definition with. It's so good. This is the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao. So this is like real cool. Right there. So nice. I'm wearing it today to define my lips, and you can wear it to really contour your lip to the shape that you want. Really into just a muted, more peachy tone lip. Favorites that aren't peach is Denona lipstick, and this one is in the shade I Need a Rose. This complements so well with my skin. I really like the color, and the finish is so comfortable to wear. Obviously, when you have a creamier lipstick, the longevity of it is not going to be there. You're going to have to touch up, but I'm okay with that because they're just so comfortable and nice to wear on the lips. Speaking of hydrating, I loved Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps, and the shade that I love is Peachy Beige. Again, it's so juicy. It looks so beautiful on the lips. They give your lips that minty kind of sensation. These things are wonderful. They're great to just throw in your purse and touch up during the day, it's absolutely amazing. A huge shout out to Rose and Ven Beauty for these amazing brushes. These brushes have been pretty much the only brushes that I have used in a long time. The most recent brush is the C42, which is her foundation brush. She has a C41, which she categorized as a blush brush, and I call this the everything brush because you can use this on everything. Any complexion product, you can use this brush. It's amazing. Just to finish off, I want to talk about this Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. This has not been in my makeup collection for long, but I can tell you that I quickly fell in love with it. Most of the things that I've tried from her line are fantastic. It played very well with the powders. It's because the mister is also so fine that it doesn't leave you with those splotches. I am really enjoying this makeup setting spray, and I know that I'll be using it and it'll be greatly useful for me because I live in Florida. This is gonna be great for me during the spring and summer when we start sweating profusely in this state. All right, guys, I think that about wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed this little time with me. I hope that you try some of these products out for yourself. I hope that you subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, guys, bye. Mwah. You guys remember last time that the Dominique Cosmetics palette was broken? I bought another one. Guess what? The freaking shade popped out. I have no luck with this. Dominique Cosmetics, send me one that won't break. Está mi maquillaje, güey. They're gonna think I'm crazy. It's 2:38 in the morning. I need water. He hablado mucho.